help me to stop Putin.
Sir, I would call it a lie.
60% disapproval of Trump.
Sometimes the things that may or may not be true are the things that a man needs to believe in the most.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.
Help me to stop Putin.
Get me out, girl.
We're starting today with some Big Mama Thornton and Katie and Blue and
Are
Dallas.
you starting to do it again?
It doesn't get any better than that.
I got you.
Big Mama.
Did you see Sister Rosetta Sharp too?
Oh, who's that?
I put her on yesterday afternoon. So she's the one that basically she played guitar, and she's the one that basically started like using distortion and stuff that all the rock players use. She was the first person to use distortion, and I mean she's like,
oh really,
killing it on guitar. She was a gospel singer, but then she would put in these rock and roll things. So she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Blues Hall of Fame.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
And what is her name?
Sister Rosetta Tharp.
Oh, okay. Huh. Well, Pat D got us started this morning with. I've been seeing them around town. I saw one just a couple of days ago. These gigantic posters.
I feel like everywhere. Everybody. I feel like it would be good for like paintball.
That is good.
I don't think I can control myself.
Yeah.
It's very Hitler-esque.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, totally. I mean, these people keep complaining about being compared to Nazis, and then they just keep acting like that. I mean, they're trolling us. They know what they're doing. I mean,
oh yeah.
I don't. But I mean that's the USDA building there, and then this one is I think this is FAA. I'm not sure. There he is up over that one. And then this is the one this is the smaller picture here. See if I can make it. This is the one that's most upsetting to me. This is the Department of Justice building.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, so there goes, forget any idea of the independence of the Department of Justice. I mean, now they put the president's picture all over the front entrance to it.
I know they didn't have like polls, official polls and things, but like what was Hitler's approval rating?
That's an interesting idea.
That's a good question.
Well, I mean, it is true that he didn't, when he won the election. Well, he didn't win. They got. I don't even know if they got a plurality, but he definitely did not get a majority. But the Nazi Party got a big enough win in I think the 32 election that the chancellor, the head of the party that actually won, went into a coalition with Hitler, and as part of their deal, they made Hitler chancellor, and then in about 3 weeks, he abolished everybody except his party. I mean, it didn't take long. So he didn't really win the election, but he ended up getting control of the government.
Well, neither did Trump, apparently, because Elon sent out pre-filled ballots.
Oh, well, that sounds interesting. Where'd you get that?
From Georgia. It was in Georgia, right? Is that right, Katie? He sent out.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was in Georgia, and Elon Musk sent out ballots, and they were pre-filled.
Yep.
Wow.
So we do have election interference from an immigrant, and it's Elon Musk.
It's Elon Musk.
So, and he'll never get me to believe that Kamala Harris didn't win There's no way he won all 7 swings days. There's just no way. There's no
you know,
way.
we might as well go there. I mean, good Lord, if he can do it, he still claims he won in 2020. Let's just
Because
go
he
there.
planned to win in 2020. I think there was some hijinks going on there, and it didn't work the way he thought it was going to work.
Yeah.
I think the whole thing. I think and I don't know that he won in 2016 either. I think he lost all 3 times.
Why not? Let's just go there. I'm all for it.
He's never been president, so tell him that he's never been president, so he can have 2 more terms. He can be up for 2 more terms.
Well, there's a thought. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's one thing I thought is if somehow they legally declared that he actually won the 2020 election, then he would have to leave office right now because he would be in the middle of an illegal 3rd term, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How do we do that? How do we do those hijinks?
Oh, okay. So a little news out of Minnesota.
Yeah. We want to get back to Minnesota because it's not over there.
Nope.
All right.
Oh no, this is a happy thing. This is a
Oh,
happy
good.
thing.
We'll
So
take that,
every
too.
year, Minnesotans come up with names for our new snowplows. And this year, they are for Sleet's Sake, Furious George, Sled Zeppelin, Hey Papa Blizzard Hunter, Mini Snowta, Every Day I'm Shoveling,
I like
Oh
that.
Brother Where Art Plow, and The Life of a Snow Girl.
I like that one. I like that girl.
So I had to do something funny because
That is
frankly,
great.
we just so many serious things. But no, ice is very well and all over the state as usual. Last night on iceout.org, which I'm going to keep saying that name because if you want to see what's going on around the country, that's where to go. Last night there were like 38 sightings just in the Minneapolis area.
38. Because you'd shown me that site before that tracks sightings of ice
Yeah.
or something.
Right
Yeah.
now, as of right this second, we have a couple in California, a couple in Arizona, couple sightings outside of Dallas. Florida has a bunch right now, which I'm like, oh, really? What did DeSantis do? Not a lot up in the Northeast though. Lots in Baltimore, but not like a ton.
Ice is afraid of snow. That's why.
Probably. And a lot in Chicago right now too. So they're spreading out. But we did find out yesterday that only 500 ICE agents have left Minnesota since Tom Homan announced.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, old mush
Yeah.
mouth. Yeah.
Well, who got that number? Because I've been wondering.
The local news got it.
Yeah. I've noticed local news has been saying for a couple of days now that they're not leaving. They're
Nope,
at least not like
and-
Coleman said they were.
Nope, and we will fight until everything is gone.
Now, are they still? They said sightings. Are they still? I've read that they are starting to like not wear masks and wear plain clothes. And are they? So how are they
Yes.
citing them now?
They are they're trying to pose as normal people. So some of them have posed as construction workers with the reflective vests and stuff on, being outside at like a construction area that's not being worked on at the moment. They have posed as parents outside of school waiting for their kids to come out.
Oh, that is
They
scary.
have-
as shit.
Oh yeah. What else did we? There's a lot of plain clothes ones around now. But my brother, on Sunday when we met up with him, he said the other day he saw a brand new BMW that had governmental plates on it saying it was ICE.
Huh.
And he's a bigwig for Lexus, or well, not a bigwig for Lexus, but he works for Lexus, so he knows his vehicles and stuff. And he's like, "This was a brand new BMW. Why are they giving ICE agents brand new vehicles to drive around? Like, that's where their budget is going for that."
Thank you.
It's sickening.
Well, thank you. That's one thing that I will bring up when I call my senators today.
Yeah.
Is that the BMW has been spotted as an ICE vehicle? What the hell?
Several.
Oh, we've got, and Blue, you have someone appreciated your line here, Gilbert. Hello, you guys are having too much fun. I love it. Ice afraid of snow. Some random guy, ice baby. Ice
Yeah,
baby.
he's been here before.
He has been here before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it. I mean, is this a bot? Is this a real person or?
I don't
That's
know.
okay. Some random guy. Everybody makes a mistake once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, tell us why. I always like to know why. Why do you support MAGA, and why did you vote for Trump? And tell us where you are too. We always like to know where you are. But give us some reasons, not just bumper stickers. We have conversation here. We don't just do bumper stickers. Anyway, we got this ICE whistleblower on Capitol Hill. You want to hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was pretty good yesterday. The Democrats are now having their own hearings. They can't call them hearings. They're not hearings. They call them forums, because since they don't have control of Congress, this is the only way they can do it. But they're managed to get some coverage for it, so that's good. All right, here
Today, I received secretive orders to teach new cadets to violate the Constitution.
Now, that is just some of what an ICE whistleblower told a congressional panel today. The former ICE attorney says he quit his job last week so he could speak publicly about what's happening.
And this is actually the local Fox channel, by the way.
Inside that agency. Fox 9's Mike Manzoni listened in on that hearing today. And Mike, Homeland Security officials are pushing back against this man's claims.
And Randy, DHS denies that it removed any training requirements for a new ICE recruit, saying it's actually added hours. But a former ICE lawyer who trained those recruits says that is just not true.
They ceased all of the legal instructions regarding use of force. This means that cadets are not taught what it means to be objectively reasonable, the very standard which the law requires them to meet when deciding whether or not to use deadly force.
And that's Ryan Schwenk there, who says ICE cut the length of its training program by nearly half. He says that meant many recruits didn't even understand the basics before they hit the streets with a gun and a badge.
Even in the final days of training, the cadets cannot demonstrate a solid grasp of the tactics or the law required to perform their jobs. It's shocking that anyone would think this is safe or responsible.
The shooting deaths of Renee Good and Alex Preddy in Minneapolis also came up during that hearing today. So did two high-profile arrests, including that of a Liberian immigrant who ICE arrested and then released twice. A federal judge ruled Garrison Gibson's arrest unconstitutional because agents did not have a judicial warrant. His wife spoke to the panel.
The officers walked up to my door and started ramming the door. They hit the door 3 times until the door popped open. My stomach fell. I heard the door pop and I realized we were no longer protected. 10 officers that were all armed were standing in front of me and my family. Words can never be sufficient for me to portray what sorts of horror we felt in this moment.
And in a statement, DHS denied that it's
That's
taking
the thing. I mean,
shortcuts
this
in
guy,
training, saying in part,
this guy testified they're actually teaching these guys to break into homes without warrants.
Some
So
random
we
guy
are with that.
posting nothing but talking points, all of which have been refuted.
Yeah.
We need to put up
Yeah.
all of the.
Therefore,
Well, I noticed
it's probably a bot.
I did have a response here to Doug. You guys must get all your info from CNN, and I pointed out
Not really.
We
because
just now
CNN's
played 2 minutes of Fox, Doug. So that was your buddy's Fox.
Yeah,
right there.
and
I
CNN is
now
just
played.
as censored as anything else is these days. Look at the global news. Go to global news and see what's going on. That's It's weird. It's like
Yeah.
really, really local and then global, but national. Okay.
Well,
no
Summer,
you need
Summer,
to dig
I'm
into
sorry,
that no
but
tax on tips.
that's all a lie.
Yeah.
Go look at the details on no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on senior benefits.
Yep.
You'll find out. Look at the fine print on those. We've been into it before. I'm not doing
Yeah,
it again.
it is a lie. And I would ask this
None of
bot-
that is happening.
I would ask this bot and or MAGA, why do you hate the U.S. Constitution and why do you hate clean water and air?
And we're respected around the world, Summer. I gotta laugh at that. You want me to play? I got a clip of the Danish Parliament laughing their asses off when they read some of Trump's tweets.
They are actually wondering how they can help people in concentration camps overseas now. They are actually having conversations overseas. We're at the bottom of the barrel.
Yep.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, well, it's worse than that.
Okay.
It's basically this. The world knows if they give Trump false flattery, all they've got to do is sit there and tell him he's the greatest ever, whatever, and Trump will actually fall over himself trying to accommodate them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just it. That's all it takes. It's like the gal down in Venezuela that gave him her medal,
Yep.
Yeah.
She knew. All you got to do is this is what you do to get something out of Trump. Just tell him he's marvelous, he's beautiful, he's,
I mean, it's the same sort of thinking that leads to this picture Pat D put on Trail Mix this morning. I mean, I've seen them myself now. They're showing up buildings everywhere. I mean, these gigantic murals of Trump looking. I think that's his mug shot from when he got arrested. I don't know if that's it.
And all that is bureaucrats going, please don't look at us.
Yeah, and it's all about
$75 a pop.
It's all about pleasing him, like you say.
Yeah, I mean, he's so simple that once the world figured it out, it doesn't matter. Oh well, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm in one of those moods today, I think.
Well, appeasing him doesn't work though, because he will, as soon as somebody else does a little bit something extra for him, then he'll turn on the last guy. I mean, there's absolutely he's got the morality of a cork on the ocean just bobbing around. He
is not what is called an honest politician. An honest politician is one who stays bought.
Yeah, exactly.
Who stays bought? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Once bought, stays bought.
Stays bought.
I mean, it's an old Heinlein quote, but it's basically true. Is that a politician? His only thing he has to sell is his word. Whether he's corrupt or he's not corrupt doesn't matter. If he's corrupt, when he gets somebody pays him to do something,
he does it.
He does it.
Jack is worked up today.
I told you I'm a little irritated, I guess, for some reason.
And nobody has informed Trump that Festivus is over. We don't need the airing of grievances.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. Oh, I hope Opal shows up today because I want to show him.
Yeah,
I made his.
We've got trolls showing up. Huh?
See, this again. I got to remove that so I can put this out. It's so aggravating. I keep trying to learn how to do this. All right, there. I used his line. This is that Opal guy's line from yesterday. The stain on the Union.
That's a good phrase.
I thought that was some good wordsmithing there. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this State of the Union is going to be blah, blah, blah. Joe Biden did this, blah, 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 blah. I ended 9 wars, maybe 10.
That letter that I'm going to go find it, Jamie. You put that letter that you got from Patty Murray. I just loved that. That was great. I'm going to go back and find that.
Yeah, this is why we need to move blue to Washington.
Some random guy. Do you mean Judea Christian?
Yeah, he can't make his mind. Do they respect us or do they hate us?
He doesn't know.
What does he think Europe is?
I mean, instead of defending Trump, they just got to insult people. That's all they know how to do. Where'd that go, Jamie? I know you had that on here.
Was it yesterday?
Down near the bottom.
It was, wasn't it? You know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to do. I love this little trick, the little find button.
Find Patty.
Go Control F. Control. You can do Control F, and then Murray. See, that worked. I don't even have this on the screen. I'm sitting here talking about this, and I'm not even putting it on the screen, am I? There. There it is. I love this letter of hers. I'll start from the top. You get, dear friend, on Tuesday evening, President Trump is going to give his State of the Union, but we all know that's not what he'll focus on. He's going to talk about his favorite subject, himself. that was the kicker line. I love that line right there. Maybe he'll complain about not having a Nobel Prize. He will almost certainly continue spreading lies about the 2020 election, which he lost. I'm not going to dignify his lies and sit through that. But you can bet I'll be listening anyway. I just like that. He's going to talk about his favorite subject, himself. Yeah. I wonder if he'll bring up Ukraine at all. I mean, because this is the 4-year anniversary, and I get the impression he can't figure out what to do about Ukraine, other than since he tried to abandon Ukraine and Europe stepped into the breach and Ukraine's hanging on, he doesn't know what to do. So he doesn't talk about it. So he may not even mention it too much.
I don't think he'll say a word.
I almost feel sorry for the Epstein victims. They are going to be there, and you probably won't mention them, and they'll have to sit through that nonsense.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Yes. I feel like in some ways people that are bringing them are making them victims all over again.
That occurred to me.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
I don't know.
I mean, they're being used, and they don't mind it. But then that doesn't excuse us.
I get where I understand kind of where it's coming from, because the thing is, those survivors want to be seen, and they will continue to be seen, just like protesters continue to be seen until something is done. And if they have to be the burden, that's what they're going to do, because this is ridiculous. I don't know. I understand he's trying to save his own skin with it all, but something's got to be done. People have to start being arrested. We've got people being arrested in the UK for being involved.
I mean, they're getting aggressive. I mean, they really are. They're getting aggressive.
I guess my problem is whoever's bringing the survivors don't really give a damn about them.
Yeah.
They're using them as political points, and they'll not you know, if it comes down to a serious vote, they probably won't even vote to support them.
Well, I will admit I've been upfront about this from day one. It doesn't discount my empathy for the survivors at all, but I have had a political purpose in my mind for this Epstein story from day one, which is I could see in the beginning when Pam Bondi was screwing things up and pissing off MAGA in the right-wing echo chamber. I could see how it had the potential to depress MAGA turnout in the midterms. So that's always been a big focus for me on this Epstein story, is the political impact. But to me, it's important to win the midterms because it's the only way we can stop this monster until he's out of office.
No, and I don't disagree with you, but I think we need to understand what we are.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. And I am, like I said, I didn't realize it until I started saying shit here, but I think I'm a little cynical today.
Well, you know, what's the old line about a cynic? A cynic is a liberal with a broken heart, or something like that. I don't know. That's not quite right.
Usually I say I'm a cautious optimistic. You know, I really do believe the world's getting to get better, and it's doing better. But I understand that every once in a while, you know, fate comes up and kicks you in the butt.
Yeah. Blue's back. Blue left and she came back.
Oh, I forgot I was making tea. Oh, it was boiling away.
And what was it? Oh, let's see. Renee's been busy with some this morning on Trail Mix with some pretty good memes, and we haven't gotten her to come back on it. She came on here in the beginning. I enjoyed talking to her, and haven't seen her for a while. Here, this is a pretty good one. This is a pretty good one here. Is that on there? Oh, here we go again. I gotta remove one. So
here's my hope for tonight is that he's got sundowners really bad and they don't have his meds quite right, and it runs a little long, and he starts telling the truth. And he starts,
you know what? That would be beautiful,
wouldn't it?
It would be. But then I feel like a giant like, you know, on the Gong Show, and then we'd like pull people off the stage. I have a feeling that'll happen.
Well, you know, they say there could be, nobody's for sure yet, but there could be 50. I haven't heard one estimate up to 100 Democrats that don't show that. And the thing is, I thought, well, they'll just use seat fillers like they do at the Academy Awards. But I learned that under House rules, they can't do that. If a member leaves his seat, then only a member of Congress can fill that seat. So if they do leave, there'll be a whole bunch of empty seats there. So,
well, the counter programming that the Dems have set up, I guess it's at rebuttal time. I thought it was going to be actually counter programming. I put a link up there to it yesterday. It's like defiance.org or something like that.
I put one up today with all the connections. Yeah, defiance.org.
Yeah, so I'm not sure why you have to register to watch it online.
It's sold out.
Yeah.
I'm basically relying on Craig to watch it for me.
Yeah, I cannot listen to him. I can do highlight reels and that's it, because I want to throw things at the TV.
I keep trying to yell.
That's it. Then TVs are expensive.
Yeah.
Well, the way I keep telling y'all, the way to get your mind right on watching these maggots from Trump on down is just think of it as watching South Park. It's funnier than South Park.
Unless you're watching with one of them, then it's not funny.
I mean,
because
Yeah,
you can't say anything, and
Oh,
you're just,
yeah.
"Arr."
Oh, I
So,
can imagine that.
Yeah.
I've never been in that situation. I can empathize. That
I'm
does
sorry.
sound terrible.
I just kicked my
Yeah.
dog. My bad.
So here's what you had here, Jay. So it's defiance.org right here. Boycott Trump said, join our party. And you're saying in order to watch, now what are they? Are they already asking for something here? Take the first, I don't know. So if I click
All you
watch
have to do
here,
is give them your email, but you ignore the stuff about giving them money. That's down at the bottom.
see what I do for situations like this, I have an email, I call it my junk email. I have a separate email address that I only use when I like buy stuff or anywhere I go that I think they're going to give it away to marketers.
Yeah.
And so it's just full of junk. All the junk goes there. So it's like, but so let's see what happens. So if we go, so watch here. If I say watch here,
They'll probably give you a countdown timer, won't it? That it's
then
11
it says
hours away or something.
register to watch online. Okay,
Yeah, I didn't understand why you have to register to watch online, because they really want your email address, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what.
That's where you give them your like Craig said. I've got one set up.
See, here's mine. If anybody wants to send me junk, that's my junk email right there. Okay. So now I've been signed up, and now I'm going to get an email telling me that I'm signed up, I guess. See how quickly they send that out. No, haven't seen it. Anyway, well, that sounds so, and that's going to be at National Mall. Good Lord, now they want money. Look here. They want Virtual Plus.
Of course they want money.
Now this is getting a little creepy.
Here's the thing.
Totally ignore the money part.
Yeah, but
yeah,
still.
the thing is, it's like they want money, but they should be, they should be trying to get people included more easily instead of putting up, semi paywalls and stuff like that to try to,
I think it's kind of funny in my emails I get in my junk box, like you say, is, I donated a nice little chunk of money to candidates in Missouri last election round. And I have been getting, and this probably is nationwide now, these groups that are out and they can't figure out anything else to do are starting to educate the voters. And they tell me how much, if they would just get me money, I would just send them money, they would do all these marvelous things. I don't know which ones are honest and which ones are grifters.
Yeah.
Well, if I do want to send money, I send it through Act Blue. They keep track of who the weirdos
Yeah,
are.
that's what I've used that. in
Well,
the
my
past.
problem with Act Blue is if you ever donate to Act Blue, suddenly everybody, I think I still get begging emails from Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And so what I started doing is just going to the candidate's website and buying t-shirts. Like in my avatar, that was taken a few days after my retirement, and I looked so happy in my Beto O'Rourke t-shirt. So I
really like the guy from North Carolina. He was a congressman. Now he's, I think, their attorney general. And when he was a congressman, he'd send out these really great newsletters explaining what was going on from his point of view. So I started following him. So I sent him $50 when he was running for attorney general. But now he had two different ways to donate. You could donate through Act Blue, or he had another link where you could donate directly to him. And I thought that was a good thing because not everybody wants to go through Act Blue.
Whatever happened to that? Somebody, I think it was a woman's going to run for the state legislature. You were thinking about helping. Did you pursue that, or is you still going there?
Locally, yeah.
Yeah, locally.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I went over there and there wasn't a place to park in the little place they had, so I didn't go in. I'm kind of shy. I don't do well, and that's practice, Sherry.
Sorry,
she could drag me to these things, and she could interact with people, and I could just sit there and watch. But
oh, here's a good one. This Gilbert guy, he's the one that liked blues joke. Trump is deranged syndrome. So sad.
Right.
Hey, that brings to mind our Trump is deranged cartoon we like to put up.
I saw a post today. This is hilarious. It says, he's not dead, but Mexico has agreed to pay for the funeral when he is. Party in Canada afterwards. Everyone's invited.
No.
I know, but it's just
not supposed to talk about
funny.
Our president that way.
Oh, God. My mom did buy a shirt that says, "Is he dead yet?" It's she wears it around in Mesa, Arizona.
I was telling Katie earlier, I had a long conversation yesterday with YouTube's AI, which I didn't know existed until yesterday, where you could, on your channel, there's a little button for their AI. And so I asked about yesterday's live stream, and you know what happened yesterday with comment is only subscribers to the channel were getting our video yesterday, because the minute I had that I'm going to be careful. I can't say much even now. I guess I don't care really. But at the beginning, I had that video of the accuser of Trump. And then when she said her age, which was underage, that flagged the YouTube algorithm to put the stream into what they call a yellow zone. And so it's like going into probation, you know. And so from that point on, yesterday's live stream, and it takes them a couple of hours to review something that goes into a yellow zone. So by the time we ended, it was still in that zone. And so from that point on, only subscribers to the channel were actually able to see, to watch. We're actually getting notice of the video, of the stream. And so that's why we had a shutdown in comments for that one. I'm not going for huge crowds or anything like that. And traffic is not really the point, but I just find it fascinating to learn how these things work.
Well, it gives you a clue on how we're limited, I guess. And I don't know. I don't know how you manage the thing like YouTube, to where, you know, there were serious problems in the 2016 election with Russian robots managing, gaming our election. But I don't know how you deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying, and I mean, the problem is it depends on how, if you adjust the algorithm to be too broad and too sweeping, then it bans. Well, they're never banning any. They don't really ban you. I call it free. I've got my own phrase for it. Instead of free, they're not restricting freedom of speech. They're restricting freedom of reach. That's the way I see it, because they're just not showing your video to anybody, to strangers. Only the people that already subscribe to your channel, or who you send emails, or any of those people, they can see it. So they're not banning it, but they're and it's their business. They have a right to do that. If they don't want to distribute your video to somebody, that's fine. That's their right. But it's freedom of reach that they're restricting, not freedom of speech.
And I think that's where you end up with a problematic, and I don't know, have any idea how you do a solution for it. Is when let's just use Biden as an example. When he starts telling YouTube they need to be careful on how they do things, that they're creating this or whatever, he's using the heavy hammer of government to restrict speech. Now, is it fire in the theater speech or is it not? That's the question. And it can get problematic. And I like I say, I have no idea how to solve the solution.
Yeah. So for example, here right now is our current number. I mean, at this point yesterday, that number, that 120 right there, viewers in the room right now, that was at about 8 yesterday. So that's the difference in what I'm talking about. When they shut us down yesterday, this number was below, it was like 10, 12 or something like that anyway. And it's interesting. I just find it interesting. Like I say, I don't have any kind of, I have no business model for what we're doing here. So it's not like I'm trying to make money or get lots of traffic. I just oddly fascinated by the whole process, I guess.
Well, I have enjoyed that part of it too. And like I said, I think what I have found fascinating is how YouTube has managed to have you reach out to people that, you know, like what was it, the guy from Germany and, you know, different places.
Oh yeah. Where are those folks today? That happened when I started doing, and you were on with me a lot. Oh, well, so was Jamie. I think it was before Katie came along. We were doing a lot of Ukraine stuff. That got a lot of new subscribers in Europe at that point.
Well, I just find it fascinating there are people who sit there and listen to us.
One personal thing. General Dynamics out of Canada is the one who was employing my son down here for the making of the strikers. They are no longer doing business with the United States.
Oh, is that right?
Reaching out to Europe for the military supplies and so on.
Buying their parts from Europe is that what you're saying?
Selling to Europe.
Oh, selling to Europe. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's a consequence of what's happening with this, you know.
Yeah, they looked at the tariff situation on Canada and said, we don't need you. We go elsewhere.
Yeah. Huh.
We needed General Dynamics way more than they needed us.
I mean, Europe is really significantly, and especially Germany, ramping up spending on defense. I mean, it's kind of like careful what you ask for. It's what Trump's been complaining about all along. They don't spend enough on defense. Well, yeah, okay, now they're going to spend on defense, but guess who they're going to spend it on? They're going to spend it on their own industry because now their defense industry is building up and is going to become a rival to ours in the long run. This could be a threat to jobs right here in America.
Yeah, Todd Maffin, the guy out of Canada who does those videos, those tariffs are the best thing that have happened to Canada because they're no longer putting all their eggs in one basket.
No, they're not. No, they've made those agreements with China, and Canada's reaching out to the world. It's going to be the next 20 years, I think, is going to be interesting, the post-Trump world.
You know, I keep meaning to go check. I don't know if they ever said which foreign leader, European leader said this, but right after Biden was elected and his first trip to Europe, and he had his first meeting with European leaders, and he said, America is back. And one of them, and I think it was Macron, but I'm not positive. But one of them said, "Yeah, but for how long?"
Mm-hmm.
And that was a prescient moment. It was like, "Yep, you're right."
Well, it occurred to me yesterday. I don't remember what I was reading or something, but I was sitting there going, Trump wants America to be powerful and to be a world important in the world. And Europe is the cheapest place to do it for the United States. We own Europe if we want to take it. Yeah, they're fussing, they're hard to get along with and stuff, but they'll gladly let us be the big poobah,
And that is what is changing. I mean, and I think he's giving up what you're talking about.
That's just it. He doesn't even want to pick up the low-hanging fruit. He's sitting there with his Monroe Doctrine. It's like he's 100 years in the past.
Yeah.
We don't own Europe. We don't own anything. The rest of the world owns us, and if they start calling in things, we are sunk. We are sunk.
Yep.
And by the way, France wants to give nukes to Ukraine, and Russia says then France won't be on the map anymore, and neither will Ukraine. So it's like ramping up.
Yeah, well,
But
you got to remember, Russia's like Trump. They do a lot more talking than they do doing.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
and
I
they
saw.
killed off 1 million of their own people in this war.
Yep, and a bunch of North Koreans. And they are working with. I saw there was a Ukrainian drone that went into that was flying around inside of a warehouse facility, and they had those old Lada cars that the Russians drive, the really old ones, and horses. And so now they don't have tanks, they've got cars and horses now. It's like, I don't know.
Been said to me, I
wanted to play a little bit of this just because it's the 4-year anniversary of the invasion. I don't call it a war, the invasion. A little bit of Zelensky here. She puts a pretty emotional question to him here.
Word resilient again. I am so over being resilient. I am so
she's quoting this woman
said to me, I never want to hear the word resilient again. I am so over being resilient. I am so exhausted. I am so broken. What do you tell Ukrainian people right now who are feeling that they're done?
It's very difficult. It's very understandable and painful. We want to end this war as quick as possible. And really, each day we do all we can. I speak with all the partners. I try to negotiate. I'm asking different partners in different continents, help me to stop Putin. But if
that's the line, help me to stop Putin. That's all they're asking for. I mean, that's it. Help me to stop Putin. And if you can't understand why that's important, then you're just lost.
Yeah.
Well,
what do we got?
Like I said yesterday, that whole thing with Ukraine just begs for the United States to lead. And we're not doing it.
Yeah. Oh, we got somebody new here. Corn, 1999. If you're anti-Trump,
Corn's been here before.
Oh, I'm so glad you guys keep track of that. I'm awful.
I can't help it. Corn is one of my favorite bands. So every time I see his name, I'm like, yeah.
Sorry, Corn. I thought you were new. If you're anti-Trump, they say you have TDS. I don't. And here's the response, Corn. When they call you TDS, you say, well, there's two. I've got two. One is, you have Trump dependency syndrome. That's one way to turn it back on them. Trump dependency syndrome or Trump, as Gilbert just said here earlier, Trump is deranged syndrome. That's another way to look at it. You know, I had that cartoon.
I think the best response to that is an eye roll and say, just, is that the best you can do?
You're right. Yeah. Meanwhile, a plug for, don't forget, folks, the big No Kings March. Go to nokings.org to find your local event.
Gosh,
March 28th. I want you guys, I told you guys, we got right here at Trail Mix headquarters, we got a first room, we got a guest room on the first floor with its own laundry.
bathroom.
So you with its own washing machine, so you can do your sheet, you can wash your sheets before you leave. And I thought when we got the house, and I noticed a lot that our guest room actually had its own washing machine. I thought, well, that'll encourage guests to clean up.
I never remember seeing it in there.
It's kind of hidden. It's
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I didn't remember because when I went and found your mother's cane on the back of the bathroom door that time,
yeah,
I was going to say, I didn't remember seeing about a washer and dryer.
But anyway, if you guys want to come and join the march, it's going to be across the Memorial Bridge and from Arlington to Lincoln Memorial. And
gosh, I wish I could.
I'd love to see some trail mixers come to DC for that.
I would, but I would have to bring a child.
And you were going to go to Arizona, weren't you, though?
I'm going second week of April, right after Easter.
Oh, I guess ARH isn't going to No Kings. So you're not going to go to No Kings? All right, ARH, No Kings. Again,
I think it needs to be bigger than No Kings. I think it needs to be strikes and boycotts and all sorts of stuff I don't know.
You think? Well, they had 7 million nationwide last time, and I was at this one. I went to the one here, and we had 10,000 just in my neighborhood. And by the time everybody got down to the National Mall, there were about 200,000. So they weren't bored.
Well, it was a nice alternative. I don't know how long you can keep it up. Is the problem with protest.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like it needs to be more than a protest. Yes, I think protests are great because other people see that they are not alone, that there is a massive number of people out there who are also don't like that, and not everybody can march. So I think it's very helpful, but it's got to be more than that. It's got to be educating people to call their congressman, and it's got to be boycotting the big box stores that support Trump, and it's got to be it's got to be all the stuff. And if we could we don't have enough union labor to do strikes really, but we're going to have to do something. I mean, even if everybody takes a sick day at the same day or something, because
well, here's my quickie defense of how the impact I saw. Going back to the National Guard protests that started in Los Angeles, ended up here in DC and Portland and elsewhere, you could see a direct impact in the polls nationally on both the National Guard issue and then ICE. I mean, later on. But there was a 20-point drop in support for what Trump was doing with the National Guard after people saw those protests. And I think that was the correlation. And because what they saw were people that were just regular, looked like their neighbors. That's the important thing, is that the people in these protests were not radicals who were breaking windows and, setting cars on fire. These were like normal families with their kids and strollers, all out at these things. And then with Katie's, protests out in Minnesota, I think had a big impact on a similar drop, huge drop in support for ICE, is when people saw those protests. I mean, so I think it does move the needle.
It has to be big enough that the media covers it.
Yeah,
so
because the media didn't cover much of it.
No, they didn't.
That's a little low-hanging fruit type thing. But what do you do next?
I don't get your point, Ronald Robertson. Ukraine needs to understand that Kyiv was annexed over a decade ago. Huh? What? By who? That land is lost and you're not getting it back. Ukraine will never have pre-Obama borders again. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, it looks like Crimea's may be gone for good. That's what I guess you mean by
Crimea, but Ukraine still had Kiev. That's who.
I don't get what you're saying about Ukraine.
He's
But
saying
anyway,
Kiev wasn't annexed.
No,
Yeah.
Crimea was, but not Kiev.
What are you talking about, Ronald? Explain yourself. Because the narrative that Ukraine's losing this war is wrong. I mean, I've delved into that. I mean, Russia's lost over 1 million people and has gained.
That's why
very little
Russia
ground.
wants the Donbass, because it looks down on Kiev and they want to take it back.
Yeah. Huh. Come on back, Ronald, and talk to us about it. I want to hear more of what you're trying to say.
At this point in Ukraine, the big problem of having a ceasefire is Russia actually wants to acquire territory it hasn't conquered.
Yeah.
And they're insisting on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Zelensky is actually lobbying now to become part of Europe. He's pushing because Russia won't have a ceasefire.
Now, hopping back over to ICE, the ARH, I am thinking about this. I see what you're saying. I do think Democrats have to be careful about abolishing ICE
ICE is not law and order.
Becoming their position. I mean, criticizing ICE and its tactics is one thing, but getting too far out there on abolishing ICE, I think, opens the door to people like ARH who are going to distort what Democrats are saying, and it's going to turn into the old defund the police thing, you know. And which no Democrats were saying, but they got tagged with it, you know, because they allowed themselves to get tagged with it.
Oh,
Craig, I think ICE has put itself in a position where they are not part of the police establishment.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, and once you're not part of the police, you know, people give the police a lot of leeway, probably more leeway than they deserve. But ICE has behaved so abominably as far as the middle class is concerned. And that's who it is. It's the middle class voters that we're talking about here.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we were saying about the protesters on National Guard. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, once they started shooting white women, they were screwed.
I should not. Why did I laugh? That's not funny.
well, you're not wrong, Jack. And that's why it pisses me off, is because we find out now, you know, we didn't even hear about Keith Porter being killed until after Renee Good was killed.
Yeah.
We didn't hear about the man who was killed in Chicago until after Renee Good was killed. We didn't hear about a lot of these people until these 2 white people were killed. And it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you sick to your stomach that these cases were not pronounced until 2 white people were shot and killed. That does not mean that, like, obviously nobody deserved to die. No one did. And it's heartbreaking that even with the media, how I'm not trying, it's not racist, but it's prejudicial. You know,
it's the same way with missing people. I mean,
Yes.
if they're missing from an Indian reservation, it doesn't count.
Exactly.
Right.
I was telling my husband about
blue-eyed
that.
person get kidnapped, and that's big news.
Exactly. Indigenous people go missing every day.
And I don't know what you do, but that's our basic media.
It is.
And maybe that's who has the money that pays for the products that they want to sell. I don't know.
Well, I think I actually think the alternative world out there, the growth in the podcasters I've seen and so on is dealing with what you're talking about. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think there's enough. I mean, we've saved 153 souls right here in our hour.
All right.
Just now.
Y'all come on down.
We'll lay our grubby Democratic hands on you and save you.
Yeah.
I had a deal where my sister passed away, and I was helping my brother-in-law pick out a cemetery plot in basically it's a family cemetery up in the rural area where I grew up. So I was talking to one of the man that manages it, and he's a close family friend. And we were talking about being an immigrant and stuff like that. And here is basically a conservative rural voter who understands the whole immigration thing. That he was very almost liberal in his point of view, but he'll never vote liberal. And we're just not reaching out to these people.
Mm-hmm.
They're there. We've got to quit pretending like, mega is the world. I don't know how to get about it, but it was kind of interesting having a conversation with him, talking about my old neighborhood some and so on. And he was interested in it.
Yeah. I think people's got their doors. More doors are open than these days in the middle of the country that are.
Well, people are basic. I'm still a cautious optimist. People are basically good. Of course, until they aren't.
Meanwhile, we're gonna wind up with some Big Mama. This guy on our video yesterday, on our diner yesterday, wrote this comment when we played Big Mama Thornton, and he says, "I was going to check this out with you, Jack. Does this sound right?" He says she wrote and sang "Ball and Chain," which was made famous by Janis Joplin.
Yeah,
she actually wrote that.
Janis and Big Mama Thornton. Janis kind of did a lot of her style.
Yeah.
Janis came.
So
up.
I was gonna let Big Mama take us out, because when I played her yesterday, the YouTube copyright police did not say a word. Although I did discover that she's banned in Russia.
Oh well, I mean, okay.
They did say that our yesterday's digital diner was restricted from viewing in Russia. Because we played Big Mama Thornton. So
that just tells you what Russia's problem is.
ARH, no one is against.
Oh, I'm done with him.
We're violent.
Yeah.
People. We do know the difference.
Yeah. Well, come back tomorrow, ARH, and we can finish this conversation, or you can get on trailmix.cc. But for right now, we're going to switch gears and end up with Big Mama Thornton.
Have a great day, everybody, and
bye.
Bye.
That was fun. Once again, we'll be back 11 a.m. tomorrow and all day long on trailmix.cc.
Sitting by my window, whoa, I was looking out at the rain. Sit by my window, yeah. Lord, looking out at the rain.
Okay, I'm Lady Mau Mau, Craig's built-in emergency brake. If this wasn't enough for you, sign up for the newsletter. It's free, it's thoughtful, and it occasionally makes sense.